Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session. Yes, glad to have you back. Thank you for joining in. And by the way, this is my 100th Ramble session. Is that not crazy or what? Okay, so let's get started, shall we? I've missed you guys so much. Last week I did not get a Ramble session up because my husband and I were on our way to the Mayo Clinic to find some answers for him. Excuse me, there's Fred. And guess what, guys? We found answers, okay? And I cannot thank you guys enough for your prayers and well wishes and thoughts and all of that jazz. Yeah, so appreciative, so appreciative. So, this is my Flowbonichi. And yeah, so this is my page on the Mayo Clinic, when we went to the Mayo Clinic, and I collected our parking ticket. I have the doctor that treated my husband. He is absolutely fabulous. I've never met a nicer doctor in my life, okay? If I could clone him and make him my GP, I would. In here I have notes. This is actually, I photocopied it onto my food coloring paper. And this was actually a copy of the text that my husband had sent to his family explaining what we found out. And then I also have, of course, you'll see all this in a flip through, but I also have the doctor's notes, right? Which he writes in Dr. E's, but I kept it. He sat there. We had a 45-minute appointment with him, and he sat there and actually wrote a flow chart. I mean, it was crazy. Anyway, my husband was officially diagnosed with something called, excuse me again, centrally mediated abdominal pain syndrome. Yes. And so what that means is that because he's been in so much pain for so long and has gone untreated for so long, his brain continues to tell him that he's in pain. Now, while the doctors here where we live were actually on the right track, they were not treating him, I guess, in the right way. What they were treating was directly the abdominal pain, and what needs to be treated is my husband's brain, because that's where the signals are coming from. So, long story short, my husband was put on medication. It will take 6 to 8 months for him to see any type of change, which, you know, yeah, that's not good news, but still, the good news is that there will be change. We just have to wait for it. So, yes, so we are very hopeful about that, and that is how our Mayo trip went. While we were up there, my husband, on the day of his original appointment, he had to have another test done, an esophageal test done, and it was at the end of the day. So we had some time to kill, so my husband took me to IKEA. Yes, we went to IKEA. In fact, I don't think I never wrote, this is like the little map thing that I saw, and I was going to write my thoughts on the back, which I still need to do. Yeah, no, I mean, in all honesty, I don't know what all the hype is about IKEA, you know? I mean, if you're going to look for inexpensive furniture that looks pretty, then that's the place to go. But yeah, I wasn't all too impressed. Anyhow, those are my own personal thoughts. Then my husband took me to Hobby Lobby. So he's so sweet. He's so sweet. And going to Hobby Lobby this time pretty much solidified my dislike for the store. I shouldn't say that. I don't dislike the store. I like Hobby Lobby. I have nothing against Hobby Lobby. I just don't like shopping. And let me get you something pretty to look at. And because I'm not familiar with the store, maybe that's why it's so annoying to me. It's just very overstimulating to me, and I don't like it. Anyhow, this is what I got. Timmy's stuff was on sale, so I got the small talk snarky Okay. And it was $5.99, but everything Tim Holtz was 40% off. So that was good. These are flipping hilarious. Okay. If you don't have a set, you need one, especially if you have a sense of humor, because they're great. Then all of their trims and laces and everything was on sale 50% off. And that is one of the things that I do not have a lot of, believe it or not. I have a crap ton of ribbon and baker's twine and all of that stuff, but I don't have a lot of lacy and especially like rosette trim, right? Look at that beautiful rosette trim. Oh my gosh, that's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Yeah, and they were 50% off. So for $2, awesome, right? This was $2 and it has 5 yards, and I love this. Like satiny green leaf trim. Love it. Yeah. Beige rosettes, some lace, heart lace, and some other lace. Yeah. So I got that. And that was really sweet. And I'm so glad my husband took me there. He's such a doll. And then the last thing I got at Hobby Lobby were some distress oxides. I am not one to hop on the latest bandwagon with materials. I'm just not. If it's on sale, I will get it to try it out. In this case, these things were on sale for $1.50, all right? Originally $6 a piece. I got them for $1.50. And I just got them in the like vintagey colors, right? This one was not on clearance, so this was 40% off of $6, still a bargain. So, and it's vintage photo, which I use all the time. I don't have experience with the distress oxides, don't know much about them. I'm gonna try them out and see what happens, but I could not pass up $1.50 for them, right? So I got that. Let's see what else. Oh, I also wanted to share this with you again. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. You can check out the video about this hybrid Flowbonichi that I made out of a composition book. I just wanted to really express my gratitude toward you all for your overwhelming response. I mean, I've had so many views on this video. It's crazy. And I just really appreciate all your sweet words. And yes, yes, yes. And thank you to Susan, my sweet friend, who lovingly named it a Flowbonichi. So yeah, I added a spine. It's another way to alter a composition book to use for a Flowbonichi or a daily creative journal. It's a combination of permanent signatures. This book holds 2 months of daily journaling in it. So it's a combination of secured signatures and then the faux flow signature in the center, which is consumable. If you want more information on this, check the links below. I do have a video going over the whole gist of this book, and many of you asked if I would do a tutorial. Well, I asked you if you wanted a tutorial and you said yes. So that will be coming up in the next few weeks. Because I do not edit, I don't speed through, I'm not going to learn, sorry. I have to make like 4 different books in the different stages so that I can film one video for you showing all the different stages. Yeah, so I've got to figure out how to do that. And then I will put a video out for that, because I really think this is going to be a great book for me to use so that I have just about everything I need to do my creative journaling with. Yeah, it's going to be a fun project, so I can't wait to do it. And yes, again, I will have a tutorial put up very, very shortly, I hope. I hope to work on it today. So we have that. I did finally finish this weekend this Childcraft junk journal. I literally started making this thing a year ago, like exactly a year ago, probably a little more than a year ago. And I just bound it with some seam binding. It's super duper thick. It has a recipient already. Yeah, so there it is. Childcraft book. I gutted. I do believe I added a spine. Yes, I had to, because the spines are not this thick. Let me see how big this spine is. if I can. Okay, let's work with me here. Oh gosh, sorry if there's a glare, I'm looking down. So it is 1.5 inches, about 1.5 inches spine, probably a little bit bigger than 1.5 inches. I have 3 signatures sewn in with baker's twine. This right here is Mod Podge napkin, and it is not sticky at all. I probably put baby powder on it. Yep. And then on the end, oh, I did put some metal, sorry for the glare, metal corners on just the front cover. And then inside is just randomness, just random pages, all random. Yes. So that's how I did that. Some little things I put in here that, you know, little clusters that I've made and all that. So hopefully this is going to go out in the mail very soon. Yes. So I did finish that this weekend because we actually had kind of a long weekend, my husband and I, and he was feeling quite poorly this whole weekend. So I actually had time to work in my craft room while he was in and out of napping. So I did finally get that done. I'm so glad. What else? Let's move on to crochet. Okay. I can officially call myself a hooker now. Yep, I can. In terms of crochet, of course. Get your minds out of the gutter. Okay. Yes, I can officially call myself a hooker now because I have whips. Yes, I have works in progress. I've never had, well, I've always had works in progress, I guess, but not as far as crocheting and not more than 1 whip at a time. Now I have 3. I have 3 whips. It's craziness. So this is what I'm working on now. One of the projects. It is called a melted granny. And I got the idea off of The Secret Yarnery by Krista. I'll put all the links below. So, yes. It is so cute. And if you'll notice, okay, let me start at the beginning. Or in the middle. I am making a table runner. Okay, a table runner. It will have 3 rows of these. Okay, and they get attached, you know, together. I'll be sure to come back and show you the finished project when I'm done with it. The reason it has black outlining is I wanted to make it kind of like with an Eastern European flair, I'm guessing is what I'm calling it. I'm making it for a dear friend, and I looked up Eastern European like traditional clothing, and it is so brightly, beautifully colored and a lot of black too. So that's what I did. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And it's all going to be outlined in black. I think it's going to look gorgeous when it's done. And I'm making it out of sugar and spice cotton yarn because it's going to be a table runner. So I didn't want to make it out of acrylic yarn. I wanted to make it out of cotton in case the person puts something warm or hot on top of it. It won't melt it. So yeah. So I think I'm making a total of 28 or something of these, right? So I've started on all these, and yeah, I think it's going to be really cute. So working on that. And then my next project, I have to bend down and get it, is this. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. If I do say so myself, it is a ripple stitch. I am making this for my daughter, and I wanted to make her something anyway, but I happened to be in Michael's a few weeks ago. I think I told you guys, and I bought a bunch of these cakes. Now this happens to be a rewound cake because it was going crazy on me, so I used my yarn winder and rewound it. Anywho, it is Karen Cake Chunky, okay? Karen brand chunky cakes, and it is in the color of rice pudding, and they were on sale. I found them in the clearance. There were 5 balls of it. I got all 5. Yeah, and decided to make her this real quick and easy ripple stitch, and it is actually called what is it called? Oh my gosh, something breeze. I can't remember. Oh my heavens to Betsy. Barefoot Breeze, I don't know. Anyway, it's from Fiber Flux on YouTube. I will put the link below. You know me, okay? So I don't have to remember anything. I'll just put it in the link below. And it's got beautiful colors. And I also used this as kind of like a border, not a border, but like an end cap, I guess. And this is gray and it's loops and threads chunky. And it is so super soft. Oh my goodness, this is going to be lovely for her. So I'm working on that still. That shouldn't take too long. It's easy to whip up. And then I'm still working on, ta-da, my Mammoth Daisy square blanket. Oh my goodness. This thing is going to be king sized, okay? Not only is it king size, but it doesn't just fit on the square of a bed. It actually hangs over on 3 sides. So, yes, in the end, I do believe it's going to be 12 across, 12 squares across by 10 squares long. And I think I still have 4 more rows to go. And this is how, oh my gosh, this is how humongous it is. Sorry to shake you about. It's huge. It's beautiful. I love it. And I have loved working on it. These are the colors in my bedroom. Can't wait till it's done. I do believe I'll have to take it to the cleaners though to have them clean it because I do not want to break my washing machine. I need that thing. So let's see. I think, whoops, let's put this here. I think that's all I needed to show you, right? Today I'm going to be working on my Flowbonichi. Yes. Oh, somebody asked me on the group. I don't know if they watch my videos or not, but somebody asked me on the group if I was still using my glued pages, right, in my Flowbonichi. Yes and no. In this particular book, this is my January-February book. Each of my Flowbonichi books holds 2 months, so that at the end of the year, I have 6 full books. This one, I did glue the pages together, okay, in the beginning or in the front. This is the February portion of it, not glued, okay? I'm going to washi tape all of those, and then I'm going to, after I finish with this book, complete the month of February in this book, I will then be working in my March-April book, which is my, what Susan calls my Flowbonichi. Yeah, so I'll be working in this altered composition book, in which case I have no composition paper in this book. This book is a junk journal, okay? So I've made 2 different signatures. I will put the video link below. I think I already said that. So you can see that. I will be doing a tutorial on it. Yada, yada. Okay. Yeah, so what I did in here, I think... Yeah, okay, I stopped here yesterday over the weekend. I prepared these pages last week, so I have all of like the stuff in them that I want, right? Most of the stuff, design the pages. Now I just have to do my journaling, and I keep my journaling on my computer in my notes, which attaches to my phone also through the cloud or whatever it is. And yeah, so that's really helpful. Just a little tip for you. Keep notes, you know, whether it's on a Post-it note, a scrap sheet of paper, whatever the case is. I think, yeah, back here, like I received some happy mail. So sweet from my dear sister down under. And this is like, this is a chalk marker that I was experimenting with. My daughter wants me to do some lettering in her classroom for her kids' word of the year. And this here, I had ordered some new pillows and pillow protectors, allergy free, whatever. And so I saved the packaging, right? So before my book gets to this part here, which is completely prepped and ready for my journaling, I just stick bits in regarding that, regarding those days' events, right? And then I go through and design the page, right? Because I have to tell you, I don't work in this every day. It's not because I don't want to, I guess, although sometimes I don't want to. I work in it when I have the time, when I have my mojo flowing, all of that kind of stuff. That's when I sit in here and chuck out a bunch of pages at one time. So anyway, little tip for you. Yeah, so today I need to go through here and finish up some of my pages and also decorate some new pages for, you know, the days that I've missed so far. And let's see, is that it? I do believe that's it. I've missed you guys so much, so much. And I wish I could say that, you know, it's back to regular scheduled programming, but every time I say that, I just set myself up for failure because in 2 weeks, my in-laws come back to work. So, yeah, so I'll have that. And I won't be regularly posting like ramble sessions because my father-in-law is going to be here for the first 3 weeks, I think. So, you know, catch me when you can, all right? And I'll catch you when I can. And that's just the way it's going to have to be for now. So, I hope y'all are working on something fabulous and creative and lovely. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I thank you so much for spending your time with me. And again, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for your prayers and well wishes for my beautiful husband. And yeah, we're looking forward to our future and a future without pain. So thank you again. And I'll talk at you all soon. Bye.